Hey everybody, it's Mergo, and today I want to go over class mounts. I'm very excited for this. If you do not know, I'm an avid fan of collecting mounts, and I've got pretty much every class prepped for most everything, but this video is kind of like going to show you, because I was not prepared completely, and you'll see why. So, anyways, I will be going over each individual mount. I'm really excited. Just wait and see in the coming week what's going to happen. But in 2 days, class mounts are going to be available because the Breaching the Tomb achievement will be completable. And this is what you need to unlock your class mount campaign. So, Breaching the Tomb is an achievement that is done on the Legion Fall quest campaign. And if you're way behind on this achievement, you can actually do all the quests consecutively. So you have pretty much 2 days to start getting all those quests done if you haven't to this point. The only one that might really stump you is the one, there's actually two. There's one for world quests, might hold you back a little bit, and then finally the current one, which is this week's one, is complete 3 Legion Fall missions. So if you don't have followers that are really high item level and you haven't been working on your order halls at all, that will really hold you back. So get working on those guys and get caught up on this if you haven't completed it, most of it already. But anyways, we're going to be going over all the stuff, you know, kind of like what to expect and how you can maybe prep in the coming days, because there are rewards that I was unaware of, because I know that each mount's got like different colors and stuff, but they've also got different rewards if you get like concordance. So anyways, we'll just go over it and you can see from here. So the good old Death Knight is going to be getting Decaying Reigns of Vile Brood Vanquisher. I like the Death Knight mount. It's really cool. You know, Wrath of the Lich King was one of my favorite expansions, and you know, it's always just Death Knight is basically a reminder of the expansion all the time. So guess a little bit of nostalgia there. But anyways, Decaying Reigns, it changes colors based on your spec, which is cool. It's a single mount, but it does change colors whenever you change specs. And then on top of it, you can actually get a pet for each of your specs. So you have to have concordance in each individual spec. For blood, you're going to get the Blood Brood Whelping. Frost, you're going to get the Frost Brood Whelping. And then Unholy, you're going to get the Vile Brood Whelping. And you do need Concord with each of those specs. So that is a bit of a grind, because if you go look at me, I play quite a bit. I have 54 ranks in one item, and then I have Concord in another. So I have 3 points into Concord in one weapon and 1 point of Concord in another. It's a lot of AP. It's a lot of AP. So yeah, it's quite a bit of a grind. Now, and then we go on to Demon Hunter. Good old Demon Hunter gets a single mount. Yours does not change at all. It's called the Fellbroken Shrieker. And it doesn't change colors depending on your spec. However, you can get a nice little toy for having Concord in either of your specs. Doesn't matter which. And it's called a Tiny Set of Warglaves. Calls forth your ally, Demon Hunter Pepe, to ride on your head as a demon, as you slay demons together. So you get a Demon Hunter version of Pepe. Pretty cute. Druid, you get your travel form changes. You don't actually get a mount, you get the new travel form updated, and you can carry people. That's it. You don't get any special rewards for Concord as of right now. You just receive this. So maybe they'll update it later and you'll get some kind of bonus rewards, but as of right now, negatory. Hunter gets a lot of stuff, to be honest. It's quite a bit. So you're going to get your class mount, the baseline one, called Trust of a Loyal Wolfhawk. So you get this mount. If you are Concordance in Survival, you're going to get Trust of a Fierce Wolfhawk. You can go out and purchase it. And if you're Concordance in Marksmanship, you're going to get Trust of a Dire Wolfhawk, another mount. So you can get 3 mounts total as a hunter. And then finally, for Beast Mastery, if you have Concordance, you can also purchase the Tome of the Hybrid Beast. Learn the secrets of taming feathermanes, a family that includes hippogriffs, griffins, owlcats, wolf, hawks, and wyvern. And there was a hunt for a really, really rare pet called Elisand's pet or something. It was a pet that you can only tame in the Nighthold during a certain world quest. It's a really neat looking, like, corrupted hippogriff. I'll show you a picture. You're gonna see it on the screen. But it was really neat, and you can't purchase it, or you can't tame it until you purchase this. So it looks like in 2 days, once that world quest actually comes available again, you will be able to tame it, assuming you have concordance in Beast Mastery. So really, really neat there. Then we go on to Mage. Mage gets their singular mount, the Archmage's prismatic disc, and this one changes with each spec. So it's not 3 different mounts, it's just one mount that changes colors with each spec. And your big old reward for getting Concord, you can do this in any of your specs, is a magical saucer. So you get a disc, and then you get another disc. Really big rewards there as a mage. Enjoy your sewer lid there. I think that's what I saw a lot of people calling it. Then we go on to Monk. Monk is going to get the Banlu Grandmaster's Champion, which I really like the look of this mount. You don't get different colors of this mount either. It's just a single mount. This is the only color of it. It doesn't change with your spec or anything, but honestly, it's one of my favorites. I just really like the way it looks. However, you also get a reward if you have Concord in any of your specs. You can go on to purchase the Banfu Cub of Banlu. So a little pet, you know, really nice looking pet as well, and that's for having Concord in any of your specs. Next is Paladin, and this starts to get a little like OP, alright? Okay, I can't say it's OP, right? Listen here first. So, I don't know how these class mounts are going to count towards achievements, right? I'm not so sure they will, but let's say, you know the achievement where you need like 300 mounts and so on. So, I don't know if these will count credit towards those achievements, because if they do, Paladins and Rogues will have a slight advantage to other classes, and you'll see why here in a second. So, Paladins, for their class mount, they're going to get Glowing Reins of the Golden Charger. Hoo boy, a little horse mount, but nothing surprising there. And then, when you get Concord in each of your various specs, you're also going to get one more mount that you can go on to get. So, if you get Concord in Holy, you can get the Heraldic Reins of the Valorous Charger. Concord in Retribution, you get Harsh Reins of the Vengeful Charger. And then Concord in Protection, you will get Stoic Reins of the Vigilant Charger. So this is 4 mounts, and I don't know if they're going to count towards your achievement, because if they do, it sucks to be a mage, where you get, actually sucks to be a druid. They don't even get a mount, it changes the travel forms. So druids get 0 mounts towards their achievements, while somebody like a paladin gets 4. And that's why I say I don't know if it'll count towards it, but if it does, seems a little imbalanced. You know, you might want to have a paladin on the side just to get more count towards your achievement. But it's just a thought. I don't know if they will or not. Then you go on to Priest. You get this big owl-looking thing. I'm not a fan of this one. No offense to people that like it. It's a cool-looking mount. It just looks odd to me. But it's all personal preference, you know. This mount doesn't... You get the single mount, so you get the Light Sworn Seeker, but it changes colors based on your specs, so it's going to have quite a few colors. And there are no rewards currently for Concordance, so like a druid, you're kind of screwed here. You don't get nothing. As of yet. It's not that it won't change, just as of yet, nothing. Then we go on to Rogues, and Rogues get 4 mounts as well, like the Paladins. So you're going to get the baseline Razor-Lined Reins of Dark Portent. Then if you go on to get Concordance in Subtlety, you'll get Mephitic Reins of Dark Portent. Concord in Outlaw is Bloody Reins of Dark Portent. And Concord in Assassination is Midnight Reigns of Darkport. So you got a lot of mounts as well. But there's no other. Those are your rewards, which is a lot of mounts again. If it counts towards the mount achievement, that's 4 mounts. Pretty crazy. That's a lot. That's quite a bit, you know. So interesting to see there what's going to happen. Then you go on to Shaman. Shaman is by far my favorite mount. I think a lot of people like the Shaman one. I hear so many things about the Shaman one. It looks really good. But it's the Raging Tempest Totem. And it's a single mount, but it changes colors depending on your spec. So it's only a single mount going to be added to your collection. And there are no current rewards for getting Concord in any of your specs. So, like priests and druids, yeah, rest in peace. At least you get a really cool mount. Then finally, the good old Warlock, which is myself. We're going to be getting... This is strange. I wish the class mounts would have been more like this one, because I'm excited for the Warlock one. It's pretty neat. So, you're going to get the baseline mount, right? Is the chaotic one, so it's the green looking one, is for completing the quest, and then the brimstone one is for either getting Concord in affliction or destruction. Kind of made it sense. I assumed that one would have been destruction because it says brimstone, so you'd think it would have been that. And then the last one is actually a drop. It's the shadowy reigns of the accursed Dreadsteed. Is a drop from Lord Helnerath, and I wish more of them would have been drops. This is actually cool because, I mean, you're going out and you're getting it. I don't know. I like that. I like that. It's a neat. Wish more of them would have been drops from that. And Lord Helnerath is the demon you kill a long time ago to get your original quest campaign. Not campaign, but your quest line that unlocked your Dreadsteed back in vanilla, and it was very difficult and max level and everything. It was from Lord Helnerath, so that's why I say it's really cool that they brought him back in Legion, and now he's dropping one of your colors of the mount. So I think that's really nice. But there is, there is the one color variation that is a award for Concord. So there's that. Then the Warrior gets the Iron Reigns of the Bloodthirsty Warworm. This mount changes color based on your spec, so it's going to be different color whatever spec you're in, and there is no reward for getting Concord in any of your specs as of right now. Again, these all could change. This is just how it is right now, so we'll see in the future. But that's all the classes. So again, if you want to prep for this, you know, if there's maybe something you saw in this video, like you want Concord so you can get a certain thing, just be well aware of that now, that you're going to have to grind out AP and maybe a certain spec because you're after a certain color, or however it may be. And also make sure you're caught up on the Breaching the Tomb achievement. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be seeing you again real soon. Bye-bye.